Welcome to Stoic Courage. This isn't just a video, it's a moment, a turning point few men recognize, but the ones who do never go back. You're not here by accident. Maybe you're staring at your phone right now, thumb hovering, mind spinning. One half of you says, "Don't do it." The other whispers, "But what if she finally replies?" That tension, that war between impulse and control, isn't weakness. It's the battlefield. This moment you're in right now, it's not small. It's the beginning of who you become when no one answers. Because that urge to reach out, it's not just about her. It's about what the silence says about you. Can you sit in it? Or do you need it to end? The Stoics taught us, freedom isn't found in getting what you want. It's found in not needing it anymore. So before you send that message, pause. Because this is where the shift begins. Not in what she says, but in who you are when she says nothing. 1. The message behind the message. Let's be honest. Most texts aren't about clarity, they're about comfort. And when the silence gets loud, comfort feels like survival. But what's really behind that, "Hey, just checking in," or that "late night, I miss you"? It's not love. It's a request, a quiet plea. Tell me I still matter. Remind me I'm not being forgotten. That's the message beneath the message. It's not what's typed, it's what's felt. And here's the brutal part. Even if she replies, it doesn't fix what's broken, because the pain wasn't caused by her silence. It was caused by the belief that her silence defines your worth. That belief is the prison, and every message sent from that place is another link in the chain. The Stoics taught us, don't hand your peace to what you can't control. Her response, not yours to own. Your reaction, that's your kingdom. So the next time the urge comes, ask this, do I want connection, or am I just running from my own discomfort? Because only one of those is love. The other is a loop, and it never ends well. 2. What if she never texts again? Here's the question that haunts in silence. What if this is it? What if she never texts again, never explains, never gives closure? That thought burns, because the mind craves stories with endings. It doesn't care if they're happy, just finished. But here's the truth no one wants to say out loud. She doesn't owe you an ending, and real strength isn't found in getting one. It's found in being okay without it. That's the Stoic edge. Most men live waiting for a message, an apology, a sign. But waiting is just a prettier word for stalling, and life doesn't stall for anyone. The Stoic doesn't wait. He builds. He feels the ache. He hears the silence. And still, he moves. Because if the fear is, what if she's gone? Then the answer is simple. Let her be. The man who can keep walking while the door behind him stays shut. That man can't be broken. 3. The art of restraint. Restraint isn't passive. It's not weakness. It's power. Under control. Because anyone can react. It takes nothing to hit send. It takes everything to sit still. And that's where most men fail. Not because they're broken, but because they were never taught that not acting is sometimes the highest form of strength. The modern world says, speak your mind, say how you feel. But the Stoic asks, will this action serve my peace or just feed my panic? There's a reason warriors meditate before battle. Silence isn't the absence of power. It's what power sounds like before it moves. So when the urge rises and the fingers twitch and the mind screams, just do something, that's the test. Can the fire burn without making you flinch? If so, then you've crossed a threshold from boy to man, from chaos to command. 4. Attachment is not love. Most men don't fall in love. They fall into attachment, then call it love because it feels intense. But here's the difference. Love gives. Attachment clings. Love says, I see you. Attachment says, don't leave me. One is rooted in presence, the other in fear. And fear always demands more. More attention, more reassurance, more texts that never feel like enough. The truth? What looks like love is often just anxiety in disguise. A nervous system begging for certainty in a world that doesn't owe it. But the Stoic doesn't chase that illusion. He knows what's real doesn't beg, and what begs was never secure to begin with. So when emotions rise, ask, do I miss her? Or do I just miss the version of myself I only felt when she was around? That question reveals everything. 5. The empty chair exercise. Try this. Close your eyes, picture her sitting across from you. Same voice, same smile, same energy. Now remove her. The chair is empty. That silence, that stillness, that ache in your chest, that's where your work begins. Because most men don't miss her. They miss how they felt with her. They miss the version of themselves that only existed in her presence. But here's the Stoic truth. If your peace depends on someone else's presence, it was never peace. It was escape, distraction, dependence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The empty chair isn't your enemy. It's your mirror. It shows who you are without the audience, the affection, the attention. And what it reveals, that's what you must face. Most will avoid it. They'll text, call, post, beg, anything but sit with the silence. But the man who can sit with that chair and not flinch is the man no one can shake. 6. When you become the stillness, it's not about going silent, it's about becoming the silence. The kind that doesn't just hold power, it is power. Because let's be honest, anyone can ghost, anyone can play no contact. But true stillness isn't about tactics, it's about identity. Most men try to fake detachment. They stay quiet, but inside they're spiraling. They wait in silence, but it's just a mask for panic. The Stoic? He's different. He doesn't just do calm, he is calm. Because calm isn't the absence of emotion, it's the refusal to be ruled by it. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life, and it is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." So here's the shift. Don't act still. Be still. Be the mountain in the storm. Let her wonder. Let the silence echo. Not as punishment, but as proof that peace has taken root where chaos used to live. 7. The art of making her miss you deeply. You want her to miss you? Then stop showing up everywhere. Stop filling every pause with your presence. Stop reminding her you exist. Because the human mind doesn't miss what it has. It misses what it notices is gone. Here's the paradox. The more you reach out, the less she feels your absence. And the less she feels your absence, the less she questions her own silence. The Stoic doesn't play hard to get. He simply lives fully, with or without being seen. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Receive without pride. Let go without attachment. So let go. Let her feel the contrast. Let her sense the energy that's no longer chasing. Let her realize that your peace no longer depends on her presence. And if she never misses you, so what? You're not here to be missed. You're here to be whole. 8. Avoiding the trap of instant gratification. Sending that message feels good. Let's not lie about it. It gives a quick hit of control, a little relief, a flicker of hope. But what happens next? Silence, overthinking, regret. It's a cycle. Dopamine up, dignity down. Because here's what most never realize. That urge to text, it's not about her. It's about soothing the anxiety of not being chosen. It's a hit, a fix, a sugar rush for the soul. And like all sugar, it crashes hard. The Stoic chooses differently. He feels the same urge and does nothing. Not because he's cold, but because he knows. Lasting peace never comes from chasing temporary comfort. Seneca said it best. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor. Discipline isn't punishment, it's power. It's what builds the kind of man who no longer begs the world to calm his nervous system, because he's trained it to listen to him. 9. How to build your value in silence. Don't use silence to wait, use it to build. Every moment you don't text her, lift, read, think, create. Withdraw your energy from where it's not respected and reinvest it where it can't be taken, in you. Seneca wrote, "The man who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than necessary." So stop suffering in imagination. Do something real. Let your silence become foundation, not just a reaction. When value grows in private, it speaks loudly in public without a single word. 10. When you should actually text her again. There is a time to reach out, but only when you're no longer reaching for something. Not for closure, not for comfort, not for her to fix what hurts. You text when the silence no longer scares you, when peace is present, whether she replies or not. Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." So ask yourself, is this coming from truth or from need? Because when a message is sent from need, it sounds like a whisper for validation. But when it's sent from truth, it carries no weight and demands nothing in return. Only then, it's worth sending. 11. How to gracefully accept any outcome in love. She replies or she doesn't. She comes back or stays gone. Either way, you remain unmoved, because this was never about her response. It was about your restraint, your rebuild, your return to self. Epictetus said, "Happiness begins with control over your thoughts." So don't chase love, embody it. Don't beg for connection. Become whole. Let outcomes come and go. Let character remain.